The following matchup is being played with History Maker Baseball Full Play, a big league baseball simulation board game, your own baseball legacy on your game table. This game is a property of Play Games LLC, copyright 2013, all rights reserved. Welcome to today's episode of the History Maker Baseball Express Hour. In today's episode, we are going to be kicking it full play History Maker Baseball style as we are going to rewind the clock back to 1996, to be precise, June 30th, 1996, in a game that featured the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies from Coors Field that ended up in a Rockies wild victory 16-15 over the Dodgers, and we will revisit that wild and crazy game here on the debut episode of Memorable Games. Your probable starters are Hideo Nomo and Mark Thompson, and don't go anywhere. First pitch is coming up next. But first, let's have a little look and say thank you to our official Play Game sponsors for sponsoring today's episode of the History Maker Baseball Express Hour. We would like to take time to say thank you to our official Play Game sponsors for sponsoring today's episode of the History Maker Baseball Express Hour. This episode, first of all, is being brought to you by your favorite Bitty Beer products. And again, if you choose to drink Bitty Beer, please remember to drink responsibly. Hey, it's a blend of hops, rice, and barley that gives Bitty Beer its taste. But we know better. It's our brewing process that gives our beer that one-of-a-kind flavor that no premium beer can match. Our vats have never been cleaned. There's an itty-bitty bit of history in every can. Bitty Beer, the beer for folks who can't afford better. And by Doc Cola, the official cola drink of the Play Games community. Doc Cola uses the finest ingredients to bring you that sugary blast of caffeine you've come to know and love. Twice the sugar and 3 times the caffeine of any other major. Doc Cola is sure to keep fired up from dawn till dusk. Take the Doc Cola challenge. See why our customers agree you'll never be able to wean yourself from a refreshing Doc Cola. And by Pizza Kingdom, the official pizza joint of the Play Games community. Pizza Kingdom, our signature New York style pizza, starts with crust. Then we layer on our homemade pizza sauce, then load your pizza up with mounds of cheese. When it comes out of the oven, piping hot, golden brown, and ready for you to enjoy. Then we give the majestic culinary work of art to Mikey, our 16-year-old delivery driver who has responsible as a tree. Pizza Kingdom, it's sheer perfection. Left the store. And by Suncoast Capital Banks. At Suncoast Capital, we live by one simple rule of investing. When our clients win, we win. When our clients lose, we win. Suncoast Capital, you know we're going to get all of your money anyway. And by Rubicon Wireless. Why pay $200 a month for wireless service when you get 4 lines for just $25 a month? With our tin can plan, you can access our wireless network that covers at 25% of coast to coast between the hours of 11 p.m. and 4:30 a.m. with unlimited text and messaging those hours, of course. So why overpay for service you cannot live out? Rubicon Wireless. And we are sitting ready to go for this debut episode of Memorable Games as we rewind back the clock to June 30th, 1996, in a what appeared to be a wild day at Coors Field between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. In real life, it looked like that the Rocky. Let me just double check. June 30th of 1996. And it looked like that let's see here. The Rockies won a wild slugfest here in the Mile High City, 16-15. But let's see if we can calm that score a little bit down here for this episode of Memorable Games. And of course, we are playing this game with full play history. We are going to be playing this with, of course, full play History Maker Baseball, and the charts are going to be off screen, and so that way, for all intents and purposes, for copyright issues. So again, please follow copyright rules and respect your local copyright laws. With that being said, let's get this game underway. Mark Thompson is about ready to go, and here is the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Leading off will be Chad Fonville, who has a semi-sad sack, scrapper, and a semi-whiffer, with his fielding be a semi-gold and a semi-prospect. Delino DeShields will bat next. He will play at second base. He has a semi-utility, a semi-scrapper, and a full whiffer. Mike Piazza will bat third, and he will be doing the catching. Eric Karros will bat fourth. He is the first baseman. Raul Mondesi will be the right fielder, batting fifth. Batting sixth will be Mike Blowers. Batting seventh will be Todd Hollinsworth. Batting eighth will be Greg Gagne. And doing the pitching and starting on the mound and batting ninth for the Dodgers will be Hideo Nomo. For the Rockies, leading off will be Eric Young. Batting second will be Walt Weiss. Batting third will be Ellis Burks. Batting fourth will be Dante Bichette. Batting fifth will be Andres Galarraga. Batting sixth will be Vinny Castilla. Batting seventh will be Jayhawk Owens, the catcher. Quentin McCracken will be the center fielder and batting eighth. And batting ninth and finishing up his warm-up tosses is Mark Thompson. With that being said, this game is being played with full play History Maker Baseball. Good luck to both teams. And without further delay, let's play ball. We're going to begin this game with a 2-5-6, and it reads Struggler for Thompson. He's a semi-struggler. Decider Die says he's not. Is Fonville a champion or patient batter? He is neither. So it's going to be a little infield drama here to get things started. And we have a 12. Shortstop iron. The shortstop is Walt Weiss. He is a semi-iron. Decider Die says he is. So Walt mishandles the ball, a wild throw, and a two-base error. And we will have runners. We'll have Fonville go to second base. And it will be a two-base error for Walt Weiss. And that is going to bring up the, let me see here. Oh, it's going to go to the chemistry charts for Delino DeShields. Let's see. Here we are. Nobody out for Delino DeShields. And again, both teams are neutral, as we've been playing it for so far throughout this History Maker Baseball Express Hour show. So far, we have a 36. Batting team harmony, they are not. That's going to be a pop out to left field. The runner is going to stay put, not that too far. And there is the first out of the inning. And here comes Mike Piazza. And it's going to go off the main chart again. 136. 136. Ace for Thompson. That's a no. Whiffer or cold? Mike Piazza is a semi-whiffer. Decider Die says he is. That is going to be a strikeout. So the first strikeout of the ball game is going to go with the hands of Mike Piazza, and there are 2 outs here in the top half of the first for Eric Karros. Let's see here. 1-4-5. Struggler, semi-struggler for Thompson. Decider Die says he's not. So that's going to be a ground out to first and third. And I believe this season was not a high error season. So it's going to be a ground out to the third baseman to end the top half of the first. And we go to the bottom half of the first with no score. So one man, so nothing but a 2-base error, and nothing comes through for the Dodgers, as it's the Dodgers nothing, and the Rockies are coming to bat in the bottom half of the first. Hideo Nomo will be the starting pitcher for Los Angeles, as we have now reached the top half of the, as we have now reached the bottom half of the first. And let's get right into it. He says he's ready. So is Eric Young, and let's do it. 1-2-6, fresh. You better believe that he is fresh. So again, I'm playing this as 3 full fresh, 3 semi-fresh, just like in History Maker Baseball Express. It'll be a line out to the first, line out to the second baseman. And here comes Walt Weiss. 3-4-4. Prospect? No, Weiss is not a prospect. Patient batter, he's a prospect. Nomo's not a prospect. Patient, Weiss is a semi-patient. Decider Die says he's not. So therefore, that's going to be a pop out to second base. And there are 2 outs in the inning for Ellis Burks. 135 is going to read. It's an unusual result. So that is going to be. So it looks like a black 1. So it's going to be probably, I think it's an umpire check. So we have a black 1. Oh, it's going to be a ballpark check. Okay, excuse me. So it is we're going to check the ballpark features for this, but let me roll the 2 dice here of a 23. Small ballpark. Let me just take a quick timeout and check the ballpark qualities for Coors Field. Timeout. And we are back, as it is a small ballpark for Coors Field. So we rolled a 23, small ballpark, and we have a right-handed batter up to bat, and it looks like the batter is going to drill a home run, and that is going to be hit high, far, and take a good look. You won't see it for long. And the Rockies are going to lead it 1-0 off of a solo home run by Ellis Burks. And we now head to the next batter here for the Rockies, as we'll roll back on the main chart. For Dante Bichette, 4-5-6. 4-5-6. Patient. Bichette's not patient. That's going to be a fly out to center field, and that's going to do it. But not before the Rockies, courtesy of Ellis Burks, hits a solo home run, as they currently lead it 1-0 after 1 inning of play. We go to the second inning here at Coors Field, and Mark Thompson is back out to the mound, and he will be facing off against Raul Mondesi. 1-2-4. Oh, excuse me. That's team chemistry chart. Sorry. 46. Pitching team to sign it. Well, again, everyone is neutral. So it's going to be infield drama for the second time in this game. 35, third baseman iron. The third baseman in this game is Vinny Castilla for the Rockies. He is not iron. So that is going to be a routine ground out, 5-3 for Mondesi. And that's going to be the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Mike Blowers for the Dodgers. We are going to roll off of the main chart of a 3-6-6. Oh boy. Pinch hitter, no. That's going to be a fly out to center for Mike Blowers. And quickly, right away, it's 2 outs here in the top half of the second for the Dodgers. And up comes Todd Hollinsworth. 4-4-6. Star. Thompson is not a star. Satsack, utility, or patient. Hollinsworth is neither. So that is going to be a single to right, active steals. He is a semi-active. Decider Dice says he is. So that is going to be a single and a stolen base. And runner is on second as we go to the red chart for Greg Gagne. The runner is in scoring position once again. We are rolling off the red chart of a 35. Icon batter. Gagne is an icon batter. A just swing at last second, loops a single into the outfield. And 3, I believe, base running for a 3. Stoic runner. Runners advance 2 bases on any hit. So that is going to tie things up with an RBI for the Dodgers. And Greg Gagne, the score, is tied up at 1 with 2 outs in the inning, as Gagne will loop a base hit, scoring Hollinsworth. And we are all deadlocked 1-1 as Hideo Nomo is coming to bat here in the inning, and he is not looking to sacrifice. Because of course there's already 2 outs. You can't sacrifice here. You gotta take your plate appearances usual. 3-5-5. Struggler or gilded. Thompson is a semi-struggler. Decider Dice says he's not. Champion on Nomo. Nomo is not a champion, so therefore that is a ground out. However, if he's a whiffer, he strikes out. He is a whiffer. He is going to strike out, and the game is all tied up at 1 as we head to the bottom of the second here at Coors Field. Andres Galarraga will lead off with a 1-2-6 here in the bottom half of the second. 1-2-6. That is going to read fresh. Nomo is fresh. So that is going to be a line out to second base for the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Vinny Castilla to face off against Nomo. 2-3-5. Wild. Nomo's not wild. Eager. Vinny Castilla is eager, so that is a single through shortstop. However, if he's a whiffer, he strikes out. He's a semi-whiffer. Decider Dice says he is, so therefore that's going to be the first strikeout of the ball game for Hideo Nomo. And that is going to be 2 outs. And here comes Jayhawk Owens. 1-3-6. Ace. Nomo is not an ace. Whiffer or cold, Jayhawk is not. Actually, yes, Jayhawk is a whiffer, so that is going to be a strikeout. And after 2 innings of play here at Coors Field, the score remains deadlocked at 1 apiece. One, 4-5. Struggler on Thompson. He's a semi-struggler. Decider Dice says he is, but there's no one on base. So that is going to be a ground out to first or third base. Fonville against a right-hander. He bats left-handed, so he's going to ground out to third base, and that is going to be the first out of the inning here in the third. Three, four, five on DeShields. Iron catcher. The catcher for the Rockies is Jayhawk Owens. He's not iron. Good eye. DeShields is not a good eye. Therefore, it's a strikeout. And we go to the blue chart. With 2 outs here in the top half of the third with a 1-1 tie between the Dodgers and the Rockies as part of Memorable Games. 14, Cole Batter, no. That's going to be a big swing connects for the outfield drama. Oh boy. Again, I'm playing everyone as neutral here. And outfield drama is going to read 46. Left fielder iron. The left fielder is Ellis Burks. He's not iron. That is going to be running grab on a hooking line drive for the lineout. Wow, what a dive and what a diving play that was for. Yeah, it's Piazza. Sorry. That what a play that was. Unbelievable for Ellis Burks on a lineout. That's going to be it for the top half of the third. The top half of the third, with a 1-1 score here at Coors Field. And we go to the purple chart for a 46. Again, everyone is neutral. That's going to be infield drama with pitching team dissonance. No. We're going to go right back to the drama charts. It's for infield. Third time in this one here. 35. Third baseman iron. That is going to be the third baseman is, let's see, Carroll's first, DeShields second. So it looks like Mike Blowers is the third baseman. He is iron. So therefore, not able to make the routine play. Ball rolls past into left field for a base hit. For Quentin McCracken, and that's going to bring up Thompson, and I believe he is going to. Let me just make sure here. Yeah, he's going to take his swings. We're going to go to the team chemistry chart. He's going to try to take a crack at it. Off team chemistry. 45. Batting team harmony. Again, no. It's going to be ground out to choice infielder, and that, folks, is going to be probably a 6-4-3 double play. We're going to ground out to short for a 6-4-3 double play, and there are 2 outs in the inning. One, three, four for Eric Young. Gold catcher, Mike Piazza is not gold. Champion, Eric Young is a semi-champion, but the decider die says no. So therefore, we have some outfield drama. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 35. Left fielder gold. The left fielder is, let me see here. So Mondesi is in right. Excuse me. Hollingsworth, I believe, is in center. Timeout for just 1 second. Timeout. And we are back as after looking at the box score on baseballreference.com. Fonville is the left fielder. He is not iron, according to the die roll. So 35, it was outfield. Yeah. Left fielder gold. Actually, yes, he is semi-gold. The Saturday says he is. Looping fly ball, can he get there? Yes, he gets it. He makes the catch for the out, and that is going to be it for the first 3 innings here in this one, with the score all deadlocked at 1-all. Go to the chemistry chart for the top half of the fourth for Eric Karros, 25. Let's see here. Pitching team to Sonnet, and again, I'm treating everything as neutral. Fly out to right field. So that's going to be a out, the first out of the game, or the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, Raul Mondesi. 4-5-6. Patient on Mondesi. No. That's going to be a fly out to center. And that is going to bring up Blowers. Off of the... Yes, the chemistry chart. 33, pitching team to Sonnet. Again, we're treating everyone as neutral. So it'll be a ground out to first base. And a 1-2-3 inning for Mark Thompson here in the fourth. We go to the bottom half. The Rockies and Dodgers are dead even at 1-all. We got Walt Weiss to lead things off for the Dodgers. I'm sorry, for the Rockies, my fault. And we are going to roll off the main chart with a 1-3-5. Oh, and it's going to be an unusual result. And it looks like the red die is a 1. So that is going to be red 1, black 5. Yes, red 1, black 5. Oh, it looks like we have an event. We got an unusual event here. And again, when I'm referring to the white, I'm referring to the black die. The white number is considered the black die. So red 1, black 5. We got an event charts for either box or bogeys. And 12, routine fly ball lost by the outfielder. Batter is safe at second on a 2-base error. Wow. Walt Weiss is going to second base, and that's going to bring up Ellis Burks off of the main charts. And let's see what happens, folks. 3-5-6. Same. Righty versus right. Yes, it's going to be a strikeout. Yep, we got a righty versus righty matchup. That's going to be a strikeout for Nomo on Burks, and that is going to be that's going to be the first out recorded here in the fourth, with the score all dead even at 1. Here comes Dante Bichette. 3-4-6. Eager. Bichette is semi-eager. Decider die says, oh, he is. So that is going to be a fly out to center. And that's the second out of the ball game. Here comes Andres Galarraga. 1-4-6. Flash. Hideo Nomo does have flash. Let's see here for a second. Questionable or strict umpire. I have everyone as neutral, but let's see if the umpire is questionable, and he is not. So that is going to. Well, he does have flash, but the umpire is not questionable. Well, I'm playing this as neutral. I'm playing it as neutral umpires, so every umpire has semi-quality. So with that being said, the umpire is not questionable, so it will somehow it will be, I believe, a strikeout. I'm going to say, oh, actually, it's going to be ball 4. because it's blank on the since the umpire is not questionable. It's going to be ball 4, and the runners are at first and second for Vinny Castilla. And timeout has been called by the Dodgers as we can see the bullpen going here out in deep right field. Excuse me, out in deep right center field here at Coors Field with the score all dead even at 1 apiece, with runners on first and second for Vinny Castilla. And everyone is all set to go, and let's get to it. Three, 5, 6. Same righty against righty. Yes, that is going to be a strikeout, and that is going to do it. And what a good bounce back at bat for Hideo Nomo, as the score remains deadlocked at 1 between the Dodgers and the Rockies as part of a replay for the as part, or excuse me, I should say, as part of Memorable Games, as part of the History Maker Baseball Express Hour. We go to the 5th, and that's going to bring up Todd Hollinsworth to bat off the main chart. 146, flash. Mark Thompson has semi-flash. The Saturday says he does. Does the batter have good eye? He does not. So therefore, that is going to be a strikeout for Mark Thompson. And that's going to bring up Greg Gagne to bat off the main chart. 1-2-4. Control. Thompson does not have control. Eager. Gagne does not have eager. So therefore, that's a base on balls and an active steals. Unfortunately, Gagne is not active, and that is going to put the runner on first via the walk. And that is going to bring up a pinch hitter for Nomo, and it looks like he is planning to make a sacrifice. And of course, they are going to lay it on. So timeout while I get that card out. Timeout. And we are, and we are good to go. So Hideo Nomo has decided to attempt the sacrifice bunt. And with that being said, we will roll the red die for this one. It's a 2. The bunt is on. The pitch is thrown. Active runners safe at first. Runners advance. Other batters out at first. So it looks like the runner on first was Gagne with the walk. And active runner safe at first. Other batters are out at first. Well, again, Nomo was not an active batter, is not an active runner, so he does make the sacrifice bunt. Wow, what a play to advance the runner to second base. He did his job. And that's going to bring up Chad Fonville with Gagne on second. 1-2-4. And that's going to be control. Thompson does not have control. Eager. Fonville's not eager. That's going to be a walk. Active steals. So nope. So that's going to be a walk. To put the runners on first and second for Delano DeShields. And here comes the pitching coach to discuss matters at hand. And with that, we can see the bullpens active for both squads. Both of these pitchers are in their final innings of play. And so somehow, some way, there will be some changes going on here over the next few portions, with the score all dead even at 1-1 here in the top half of the 5th with 2 outs. And the umpire says he is all set and ready to go. So let's get to it. 2-4-4. 2-4-4. That is going to read ace. No. Champion on to Shields. No. That's going to be a ground out to short unless he is a whiffer. He is a whiffer. Yes, he is a whiffer, so that's going to be a strikeout. And my goodness, the crowd here at Coors Field is loving the way that their starting pitcher, but what a way to go out here in this one with the game all deadlocked at 1. The Rockies need to score here in the bottom half with Owens, McCracken, and possibly a pinch hitter due up here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 3-3-5. Wild. Nomo is not wild. Satsack on Owens. He's not. So therefore, that's a single to right, stolen base, Stoic holds. Owens is not Stoic, so he gets a single and ends up on second with a stolen base. And here comes Quentin McCracken to bat here. 1, 2, 3. Both flash and fresh. Well, again, we're in the semi-fresh innings, so he does have flash. And yes, we are still fresh. Nomo is still fresh. That is a strikeout. And folks, that is going to bring up a pinch hitter for the 9th spot. And let's see who the manager for the Rockies has chosen to be the pinch hitter for Mark Thompson. Timeout. And it looks like the Rockies manager has chosen Milt Thompson to be the pinch hitter for the Rockies, and he is going to take his cracks against Hideo Nomo off the main chart. 2-4-6, and that's going to be control. Nomo has semi-control. The decider die says no. Eager or sad sack? Milt Thompson is a sad sack. And it looks like it's going to be a pop out to third base. And the umpires are calling infield fly high here to keep the runner at second base. Three, 3-5-5. Struggler or gilded? That is going to be, unfortunately, no. Champion. Eric Young is a semi-champion. The decider die says he is. Double left, unless we have a Sigma quality, which he does not. So that is going to be a double, and that's going to give him an RBI for Eric Young, as he will end up on second. And the Rockies take a 2-1 lead, with Thompson, unfortunately, not going to be able to get the victory, but we will see how the stats will come out here at the end of this. 1-1-4. Fresh, semi-fresh. He's not. Sad sack or patient? Walt Weiss is semi-patient. Decider die says he is. Sorry. So that's going to be a foul out to the catcher, and nice job by the Rockies to take the lead. But we shall see who the Rockies will bring in for their next pitcher when we get to the 6th. Your score after 5 innings of play: Rockies 2, Dodgers 1. And with that being said, we are back at it for the top half of the 6th, and after 5 innings of play, the Rockies lead it 2-1. The new pitcher on the mound will be Steve Reed for Colorado, as he will be facing off against Mike Piazza off the main charts. 2-3-5, and that's going to be Wild. No, Reed is not wild. Eager. Piazza is not eager. So that is going to be a ground out to second base unless he is patient. He is semi-patient. The Saturday die says he is. So that is going to be a walk for Mike Piazza, and that is going to bring up Eric Karros. 4-5-6. Let's see here. Patient batter for Karros. No. So it's going to be a fly out to center field, and Mike Piazza will stay put at, even though it's a big outfield, Mike Piazza is a stoic runner, so he will. Oh, he's not on third. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Stoic runner on first base advances to only to second base on any single third base on any. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so he will hold on at first with one out here in the sixth, and we head off to Raul Mondesi for his at bat. 255. Star. Reed is not a star. Home run king. Mondesi's not a home run king, so therefore that is going to. Oh, excuse me. It's a. I forgot. We have to roll off the chemistry chart. My fault. My fault there. So re-roll off the chemistry chart. 35. Pitching team dissonance. Well, again, we're treating everybody as neutral. So we're going to go with a ground out to short, and that is going to be a 6-4-3 double play to end the sixth inning here at Coors Field with the Rockies in front, 2-1. And I think that is going to be it. All she wrote for Hideo Nomo. So we are going to take a quick timeout to allow the Dodgers to go to the pen and to allow the new pitcher to take his warm-up tosses. Timeout. And we are back here at Coors Field as the new pitcher is on his way to the mound for the Dodgers, and it will be Chan-Ho Park, as he is a semi-star, flash, and semi-wild, and he will pitch the sixth inning here for the Dodgers. Leading off for the sixth will be Ellis Burks. 1-2-6 off the main chart. Sorry. Fresh. Chan-Ho is fresh, so that'll be a line out to second base. And here's Dante Bichette. 1-1-2 flash. Yes, Chan-Ho Park is a flash, has flash, unless the batter has a good eye. Nope. So that is going to be a strikeout, and there are 2 outs in the inning. And here comes Andres Galarraga. 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh. Yes and yes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Chan-Ho Park will seal up the sixth inning here at Coors Field. Your score after 6 innings of play, the Rockies lead it 2-1. We head to the seventh here at Coors Field, and we are set and ready to go for the next inning for Steve Reed as he is semi-fresh. And let's get right to it with a 2-2-5. Star, no. Slugger or sad sack on Blowers, that's a negative. So that is going to be a single to center, active steals. In this case, Blowers is going to have a single, and runner is on first base for Todd Hollinsworth. 1-2-6. Fresh, semi-fresh. The Saturday says he's still fresh. So that is that's going to be a line out to second base. And what a quick way to get back to first if you're Mike Blowers. And that's going to be 1 out. There's 1 out in the seventh inning here with the Rockies leading it 2-1 here in this debut episode of Memorable Games as part of the History Maker Baseball Express Hour. 566. Wild, no. Good eye. Gagne does not have a good eye, so therefore that is going to be a strikeout. And I believe the Dodgers are going to go ahead as someone is warming up in the pen. They are going to bring in a pinch hitter, and we will find out who that is in just a matter of moments. Timeout. And it looks like the Dodgers manager has chosen Roger Cedeno to be the pinch hitter for Hideo Nomo, as we see a new pitcher warming up in the pen to come into the bottom half of the seventh here for the Dodgers. So I believe Cedeno will bat here with 2 outs off of the blue chart. 14, and that is going to end up being right now. Let's see here. 14. Cole batter, no, because he was inserted into the game. So big swing connects for an outfield drama. So outfield drama of a 15. Left fielder gold. The left fielder is Ellis Burks. He's semi-gold. Decider Die says he is. That is going to be a running stab at a sharp drive to left field for a flyout. And that is going to be all she wrote for this top half of the seventh. We go to the stretch. The Rockies lead it 2-1. And we are back as we get set for the next batter the Rockies' next thing, or the next half inning for the Rockies, as we are going to bring back we're going to have a new pitcher coming out on the mound. And while the fine patrons here at Coors Field are singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," the new pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers, according to the according to the score sheet, was Scott Radinsky, and he will be the new pitcher to come in from the pen, as he will bat in the ninth hole. And so far, so good on this episode of Memorable Games. Even though it was a wild one back on June 30th of '96, this time our edition on the tabletop has the Rockies winning it 2-1, as we are still in the bottom half of the seventh inning. Excuse me, with the pitcher spot due up fourth, no doubt about it. The Rockies manager is going to go back to is going to probably try to empty his bench here soon with 3 inning. Try to empty his bench a little bit more carefully with the pitcher spot due up fourth here in this half inning. And with that being said, let's get back to it. Radinsky's ready. So is Castilla. Let's get to it here for the bottom half of the seventh inning. And it will come off of the purple. Yes, off of the purple charts. And we have a 22, and it's going to be batting team Desonnet. Well, again, it is neutral for both teams. It's going to be a leadoff double for Vinny Castilla, and that is going to bring up Jayhawk Owens off of the main chart. 4-5-6. Patient. Owens is semi-patient. Decider Die says he is. That is going to be a base on balls, and aka a walk, and that is going to bring up Quentin McCracken. And it seems that teams with no outs, Radinsky is really getting into some trouble here now, folks. With the pitcher spot due up next, be prepared to see a pinch hitter no matter what. 156. Whiffer. Yes, it's a whiffer. Struck him out. And that is going to bring up the pinch hitter. And while we find out who that is, we are going to take a quick timeout. And it looks like the Rockies manager has chosen John Vanderwall as the pinch hitter for this at bat, and he is going to lay down the sack bunt with one out. Possibly there's a play, possibly at third, at with a possible play at any base. He's going to lay down the bunt, hopefully for a sacrifice. 6, and it looks like we're going to roll again. 1 or 2. We're safe at first on a fielder's choice. Lead runner is out. 3 to 4, pop out. Runners hold. 5 or 6, pop out with a lead runner out. Double play. Or with a 6 is going to be a strikeout. We were going to re-roll the red die. 4, and that is going to tell us pop out. Runners hold. Man, so John Vanderwall did not do his job as both runners hold, and that is going to bring up Eric Young off to bat off of the main chart. 355, and that is going to be struggler or gilded for Radinsky. So far, no. Champion on Young. He's a semi-champion. Decider Die says yes. That is going to be a double to left field. Runners advance 2 bases on any hit, so therefore it's going to be second and third. 1 run scores, and that's going to add on the 3rd run of the game for the Rockies, and that is going to bring up Walt Weiss. 566. Wild, no. Good eye, absolutely not. That is going to be a strikeout, but what a way to extend the lead here if you are the Rockies, making it a 3-1 situation. So with that being said, we're going to take another quick timeout before we get to the 8th inning, and let's see who's the new pitcher for the Rockies will be. Let's find out. We'll find out very soon, but for right now, we will take a quick timeout. And we are back for the top half of the 8th, and the new pitcher coming to the mound for the Rockies will be Kurt Leskanik, as he has a struggler and flash credited to his name. The top 3 of the Dodgers order is of the batting order for the Dodgers is up to the plate, and of course we have to say farewell to John Vanderwall, as he was used for the pinch hitter, and the pitcher spot will stay put. Chad Fonville will lead off for the Dodgers here in the top half of the 8th. 266. Or excuse me, it'll be on the blue chart, excuse me. 46. Hot pitcher, no, he just came into the ballgame. Grounder to the pitcher with only play at first base. So it's a ground out to the pitcher. 1-3 is the putout. Here is Delino DeShields off the main chart. 136. Ace. Leskanik is not an ace. Whiffer or cold. DeShields is a whiffer. Therefore, that is going to be another strikeout for Rockies pitching. And that's going to bring up Mike Piazza here in the 3-hole. Uh, 255. Star. No, Leskanik is not a star. Home run king. Oh, Mike Piazza is a home run king. That is going to be hit high, far, and gone. Mike Piazza has hit a home run to left field, and the Dodgers creep a little bit closer. It is 3-2 Rockies, and that is going to bring up Eric Karros. 234. Any runners on base? No, there are not. Hot batter? Currently, no. pop out to third base, and that is going to be all she wrote for the top half of the eighth. And we see the closer warming up for the Rockies, and Scott Radinsky will stay put as the pitcher. And we go to the bottom half of the eighth inning with the score: Rockies 3, Dodgers 2. Three, four, five as we begin the bottom half of the eighth inning with Walt Weiss up to the bat. Iron catcher, Mike Piazza is not iron. Good eye, Walt Weiss does not have good eye, so that is going to be a strikeout for Walt Weiss and for Scott Radinsky. We roll off the blue chart. Yes, off the blue chart, 56. Hot pitcher. Well, he just struck out the last batter, so shows best stuff. Retires the side. Alternating groundouts and shallow flyouts. Wow. So that is going to be all. So Burks is out, and Bichette would considered to be out. With that being said, we head to the ninth. The closer is coming in for the Rockies. The score is Rockies 3, Dodgers 2. Last call for the Dodgers here in this debut episode of Memorable Games as part of the History Maker Baseball Express Hour, with the Rockies leading it 3-2, and the closer is in for the Rockies. And that pitcher is Bruce Ruffin, as he has Flash credited to his name. Leading off the ninth inning for the Dodgers will be the right fielder, Raul Mondesi. 1-4-5, and that is going to be Struggler, no. Ground out to either first or third base, and since he bats right-handed, he's going to ground out to first base. 1 out to go. 1 out down, 2 more to go, folks. Here's Mike Blowers. 1, 2, 3, both flash and fresh. Yes and yes. Struck him out. And it looks like the Dodgers are going to possibly bring in a pinch hitter for Todd Hollandsworth. Let's see. Actually, no. Actually, sorry. The Dodgers will keep Hollandsworth in the game. Sorry about that. As Hollandsworth will take his swings against Bruce Ruffin with 2 outs, as the crowd here at Coors Field rise to their feet with the score: Rockies 3, Dodgers 2. Two, 4, 6. Control, no. Eager or Sad Sack, no. That is going to be a base on balls for, yes, base on balls for Todd Hollandsworth. He's a semi-active. Decider says he is. So a walk plus a stolen base is going to put the tying run on second base for Greg Gagne. One, 2-2. Workman, absolutely not. Champer whiffer. He is a whiffer. Nubbed infield single to third base. And in this case, active runner. In this case, runners advance 1 base on any hit, 2 bases on doubles. Active runners score from second base on any hit with 2 outs. Any runners score from second on any hit, and that is going to tie the game. The Dodgers, courtesy of Eric Gagne, has tied things up here in the bottom of the ninth. In the top of the ninth. It's a blown save for Bruce Ruffin, and now the Dodgers get their closer up to see if they plan to take the lead here in the ninth inning. And of course, that is going to bring up the ninth spot, the pitcher spot, And we will have that be, we will find out who that is in just a matter of moments. Timeout. Even though he was not part of the game, we will bring in Billy Ashley to be the pinch hitter for the Dodgers, and he is going to hit for Scott Radinsky. And the Dodgers are going to warm up their closer in the bullpen. 1-2-2. Workman, no. Champ or whiffer? He is a whiffer. Nubbed infield single to third base. And they are probably, with 2 outs, any runner scores from second on any hit, and that is going to allow the Dodgers to take the lead. Billy Ashley comes through for the Dodgers as they lead, come from behind, down 2-1. They lead 4-3 here in the 9th inning of this one. And folks here at Coors Field are shocked. Another 1-2-2. Workman, no. Champ or whiffer? He is a semi-whiffer. Decider die says yes. So that is going to be a nubbed infield single once again, and that's going to score yet another run. It's 5-3 now in favor of the Dodgers now. Unbelievable. Talk about the crazy slugfest that happened on June 30th of 96. This is way even worse. 3-4-6. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Eager, no. Oh, that's going to be a base on balls, and he walked him. And timeout has been taken as we go to the chemistry chart. As that is going to bring up Mike Piazza, and he can break this thing wide open as the Dodgers can rest their closer now and start warming up another person in the pen to hopefully take control of this outcome here. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, folks, this is really memorable and unbelievable, to say the least. With that being said, we're all good. We're rolling off the team chemistry chart. 56, pitching team to Sonnet. No. Again, everyone is neutral. That is going to be a strikeout, and that's going to do it. Leaving 2 runners on. It's all or nothing for the Rockies coming up in the bottom of the 9th, with the Dodgers exploding out in front 5-3. And it looks like the Dodgers are going to go with Antonio Osuna, as he is going to be coming out of the pen to shut this one down. We head to the bottom of the 9th. The score is Dodgers 5, Rockies 3. Andres Galarraga will lead it off for the Rockies. And it's off the blue chart of a 24. And we have hot batter currently. I don't have anything settled for hot batter for either guy. So it's a liner down the baseline, fielded by the first baseman for the out. Unbelievable. So now it's going to be up to Vinny Castilla and the rest of the gang and the rest of the Rockies to see if they can dig down deep here to tie it up to force extras. 1-4-5. Struggler, that's a no. That's going to be a ground out to third base. Base for Castilla. And the Rockies' last hope relies on Jayhawk Owens. 1-3-6. Ace, no. Whiffer or cold? He is a whiffer. That is going to be the ball game, folks. The final score here in the Mile High City, the Dodgers come from behind to win it by the final score of 5-3. We hope that you enjoyed today's episode of Memorable Games as we revisited the epic slugfest from Coors Field from June 30th of 1996, featuring the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. Well, it seems we're just about at time for today, but never fear, let's see what's coming up next time here on the History Maker Baseball Express Hour. And boy, oh boy, one of my favorite weeks of the baseball season, of course, is Jackie Robinson week. But for this upcoming week for the History Maker Baseball Express Hour, we will be celebrating the life and legacy of Jackie Robinson as we will go at it with another edition of Rivalry Night with the first part of two for the international stars on display, as we will have the 2023 San Diego Padres take on the 2023 New York Mets. Who will come out on top of this matchup? I guess you're going to have to tune in next time here on the History Maker Baseball Express Hour. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the History Maker Baseball Express Hour, played with Full Play History Maker Baseball, a baseball league baseball simulation board game, your own baseball legacy on your game table. It is a property of Play Games LLC, copyright 2013, all rights reserved.